Hi, hello. This is Mutaz Al-Barghathi, PMO Director in Tatweer Research, Benghazi, Libya. It's my honor that our company to participate in this competition for the first time as a representative of Libya. And of course, participation in such occasions will has a great value to us. Let's start with the slides. First slide, we have PMO overview. And this slide, I'm going to present an overview about Tatweer Research as a company and PMO. Tatweer Research is a Libyan company that established under Libyan commercial law in 2010. Our vision in Tatweer is to be the foundation of the knowledge economy for Libya, enable technology transfer, employment, and wealth creation for the people of Libya. This trend, frankly, is a big challenge for Tatweer in a country totally relies on the natural resources, oil and gas. But however, we are going to take the risk and take the lead in this. Our mission is to create a hub of high-tech knowledge to aid the advancement of technology solutions that move the Libyan economy away from reliance on primary resources, oil and gas, to the knowledge economy. And in order to achieve this, we had previously two business plans produced with our partner St. John's Innovation Center. These two business plans related to data center and Center for Assistive Technology. The second mission is supporting private sector by encouraging entrepreneurs to create value added through the development of new high-tech businesses in Libya. So we had a startup competition called Injazi, where entrepreneurs from the whole country of Libya participated under the supervision and coaching MIT Enterprise Forum in Lebanon. This competition aims to foster the entrepreneurship and startup culture in Libya, and we are going to conduct another Injazi 2 this year, inshallah. In our value, Tatweer value, at Tatweer Research, we believe that positivity, open-mindedness, innovation, harmony are the values that we stand for. We believe that investing in human capital instead of natural resources is an investment for the future. And our business plan in Tatweer, we created a business plan in conjunction with the strategic partner Cambridge University of the UK, and is endorsed and approved by the University Judge Business School. Transforming Libya into a progressive nation and an economic engine of growth and prosperity, Tatweer Research adopts a business model focused on social and commercial enterprise. And now let's move to PMO overview. PMO definition in Tatweer. It's a project management office. It's not a portfolio management office, not a program management office. It's a department office. In our goal, it's tangible that our projects are not following a clear process that lead to unsuccessful projects, unfortunately, weak supervisions. So our goal was to define and develop the project management standards and methodologies and submit Tatweer projects to a unified methodology, follow up and supervision the projects in accordance with the best practices in project management, and to achieve the required scope and follow up the projects according to the company's strategic plan. In our approach, PMO approach operational model, As far as PMO in general, three operational models to follow. In Tatweer, we play the controlling and blended role according to the status of the projects, and this I will talk further next slides. PMO responsibilities. Ensuring that the major documents of the projects are well prepared and approved, like business case, project charter, project management plan, etc. And these documents are reviewing by PMO and released to approval after agreed by PMO. The second responsibility, defining, developing, and ensure implementing and compliance to the project management standards and methodologies, and this is done by auditing and regular meetings with the project managers and project team. The third responsibility, producing the work plan, schedule, cash flow, quality plan, and risk register. And these major documents are produced by PMO staff. Updating schedule, cost status, quality plan, and risk register also carried out by our PMO staff. Now, next to the move to the next area in the slides, which is PMO historic. Unfortunately, it's a big, what I can say, it's a big challenge in this situation, particularly in last few years in Libya, and still on. In 2010, Tatweer Foundation, this was the year of Tatweer Foundation, and it was established at the end of the year 2010. In 2011, exactly in February, uprising in Libya, in the whole country, and lasted for the whole year of 2011. So Tatweer and other governmental institutions shut down. In 2012, this is the real start date of Tatweer. Actually, it was a Tatweer team building, I called it. Tatweer started recruiting the main team and the core team who's in charge of executing the project, and those team had the opportunity to access to international work and study placements with St. John's Innovation Center in the UK. And in this year, of course, still there's no projects in Tatweer, so we don't have the clear picture about the organization chart of Tatweer. But at least we started to build the Tatweer team. We move now to 2013 Tatweer organization chart. Tatweer started establishing its organization chart with minimum power because the situation is still not clear in the country, and there's not a lot of not massive projects. So PMO was created with only 6 people and directive 2 projects, which we could take it. This is the organization chart of PMO. It's PMO director, PMO deputy, and there are 2 project managers, and project coordinator belongs to one of those project managers, one of the biggest projects. Communication lead, who belongs to the PMO director. These 2 projects were subcontracted to another institutions, as we still don't have the full team to execute. However, 2 project managers from PMO were supervising the said project. In addition to a project coordinator who was assigned to contact directly with the subcontractors, and communication lead who played the role of document control. We're still in PMO historic. Now we go to 2014 PMO recruitment. Two main positions were hired to PMO and under supervision of the PMO deputy. They are the scheduler, cost and cost controller. In 2015, unfortunately, a civil war broke out in Benghazi in May 2015, and this caused a flee of thousands of civilians, and most governmental institutions were shut down, particularly the institutions that are located in crushed areas. And Tatweer was unfortunately one of those institutions. So for the whole year of 2015, we shut down. We came back in 2016 and up to date, 2018. A lot of changes. A lot of changes happened in PMO organization chart, as few left the company, a few were moved to another departments, and new were hired. So it's a new structure was built, and personally I was promoted to head the PMO. The structure was built based on three main sections: project control section, quality control section, and project support section. And this is the level 2, considered PMO director is level 1. 8 positions forms the level 2. 2 of them still vacant, as we still don't need them for the time being. This is the organization chart, the final organization chart for PMO. This is the general manager, and this is PMO director. And we have the 3 main sections: project support, project control, quality section, and these are the positions under the 3 sections. Now we move to another area, PMO structure. It's the same structure we mentioned in the previous slide. PMO headcounts. PMO started recruiting qualified staff to implement its functions according to the needs and load of the work. And to date, 10 employees represent the PMO team, including the PMO director. And they are as following: PMO director, head of project control section, head of project support section, quality lead, reporting lead, communication lead, this is the document controller, finance lead, cost controller. We have 2 cost controllers. Project coordinator, this is the planner and scheduler, and training lead. PMO mandate in Tatweer. Previously and during the company establishment, some of the projects were starting without project charter, and that led to obstacles and failure in some of the projects. So the challenge was to convince the management with the importance of the project charter, and finally we managed to agree in Tatweer that no project can start without PMO acknowledgement. This acknowledgement occurs during the initiation process of the project and before the final approval of the project owner and the CEO. Acknowledgement steps, supporting the project team in preparing the project charter. The project charter will not be issued for final approval unless agreed by the PMO. PMO can ask the project owner to re-evaluate the cost-benefit analysis. Cost-benefit analysis is a part of the project charter if the business needs and justification is not convincing. And actually this happened in one of the projects. The project manager and his team prepared the project charter and sent to PMO for discussion. Our first impression, our first comment that the benefit analysis is not producing as part of the project charter is to illustrate the benefits gained from the project. So we asked them to re-evaluate the cost-benefit analysis and then comes back with the project charter. Number 4 is PMO document the approved project charter and distribute copies of it to the relevant departments according to the project charter instruction. And to talk about this more further, before getting the approval from the project owner and the CEO, PMO finds that it's better to conduct a meeting with the supportive departments like legal, finance, and HR, and the project team to explain to them the project in a brief. Therefore, we ensure here that the engagement of each department in the project and easier communication between all parties in the company. We are still in PMO structure, and now we are talking about PMO relationship with other areas in Tatweer. In Tatweer, we have 5 departments exist in the organization of the company. They are Operation Department. This is the biggest department in terms of human resources. Commercial Department, PMO, Finance Department, and HR Department. The first 3 departments, which are Operation Department, Commercial Department, PMO Department, are the main ones responsible in execution the projects, but mainly they are executed by Operation and Commercial according to the nature of the project. And speaking of the nature of the project, projects that have research and development R&D nature belong to Operation Department, and that have entrepreneurship nature belong to Commercial Department. So what's the role of PMO? The role of PMO is to manage the project since the preparation of the project charter until the project closing report. And in order to do this, managing the project is almost done by 2 operational methods. The first one is the controlling method, where strong discipline across all project activities, governance, methodology, and documentation is needed. And if we are under the constraints of a fixed price contract or the project or fixed price contract, then the PMO will be more controlling. This implies requiring adherence to more of our methodologies, higher quality management levels, and the use of more detailed reporting of the project status through the PMO. The second approach here, which is done or used by PMO, is a blended method. The blended method is another way that PMO can manage the projects. And that's a combination of the 3 famous approaches: supportive, controlling, and directive. It may be a combination of 2, not 3. And this approach offers flexibility according to the current status of the project. If there is, let me give an example. If there is a belief that a project is running out of control, then the PMO may well step in and take a more direct role. And this happened in one of our projects in Tatweer. Let's now go to another area in the presentation, PMO objectives. Why PMO mission? Establishing the PMO mission statement helps focus the mind on what the organization wants to achieve by setting up a PMO. A clearly defined mission statement prevents forming PMO for the wrong reason. And without clear purpose, a low value by the organization is perceived. So we talked about why we need mission, PMO mission, and now let's move to PMO mission statement. Actually, PMO and Tatweer define its mission statement as following. First one is define and maintain the standards and methodology of the project management. Second one, ensuring high percentage of successful projects according to the agreed key performance indicators, KPIs. And KPIs are stipulated in the project chapter, every project chapter. And shortly, it's doing the right things in the right way, in the right order, and all with the right team. And of course, it's not simple as that. But at least we focus on two mission statements, which are previously stated. Let's now move to PMO main objectives. In order to define and meet the objectives clearly, a SMART criteria is considered. Our main objectives are: first one, ensure maintaining the standards of the project management by the project team. The second one is increase the chance of successful projects and delivery within the scope of work required. Actually, those first two objectives come from the mission statement. And the third one is to ensure quality of the projects through compliance to the deliverables acceptance criteria defined in the early stage of the project. And this is done by auditing according to the quality plan schedule that submitted to the project manager in advance. Reporting dashboard sheet that indicates the progress, KPIs, areas of concern, cost status, change orders, and non-conformance report status to the CEO. And this is created by myself. We are still in PMO objectives. Now move to PMO main functions. Let me here talk about something important. Before starting to provide our functions, PMO conducted one-to-one meeting with all departments to define the obstacles and challenges that encounter the projects. And at the end, we came up with fishbone diagram. This fishbone diagram shows what are the findings and where they are. And three main findings were detected: project management culture, scope creep, and engagement of the supportive departments. So in order to overcome the scope creep and engagement problems, quality management system was the solution, but it's not prepared with PMO. It should be prepared with involvement, engagement, all the related departments to get their feedback, then producing the procedures that form the quality management system. So here we are talking about the first main function, governance. As I said, we adopted the quality management system that meets the requirements of ISO 9001-2015 and implemented on Tatweer projects. Second one is performance management, and this function integrates project level status reporting. Quality management this covers the principles of internal auditing for quality management system. And speaking of quality management, we have two procedures, which is quality plan procedure and preventive and corrective active procedure. Project management plan, this is a huge document which defines the processes that shall be performed throughout the initiation and planning phase of a project and gives guidelines for execution and closing phases. Financial management, we are tracking the invoice procedure and cost control procedures. We already have invoice procedure and it's implemented and it's in the place along with the finance department, and still we are preparing the cost control procedure. Change order management, this procedure was to define the required steps and clarify the process flow of the change order request. Provision of PMO functions. How PMO provide the functions to the organization. The following steps show how PMO provide its functions in the organization. First of all, establishing and implementing quality management system that meets the requirements of ISO 9001-2015. And in order to prove that we need this quality management system, we conducted two approaches. We have conducted first approach, which is qualitative approach, called focus group, and second one was questionnaire, which is quantitative approach. In qualitative approach, this was the focus group. We gathered all the related departments in one session, and brainstorming was conducting. And we detected that there's a defects in the process of the projects. Subsequently, 5 main processes and 6 supportive processes defined and need to be structured. We are coming to this in the next slides. Qualitative approach conclusion, measure the implementation level of the 7 principles of quality management system. And results showed the need to define clear high-level process map and produce procedures accordingly. The results were presented to the CEO and the directors of Tatweer to show them the importance of implementing quality management system. And according to the results we gained from the qualitative and quantitative approach, we are sure that quality management system is strongly required. So we started to produce the quality management system. Let me talk about qualitative approach. This was the focused group here, and the result was defects in the process. The focus group conclusion, we get 5 main processes and 6 supportive processes need to be structured. These are the 5 main processes. Here it's in the slide, it's stated, and these are the 6 supportive processes. Let's now move to quantitative approach. This was a questionnaire, and in this questionnaire 4 choices: not implemented, minimally implemented, not fully implemented, and fully implemented. And the questionnaire measuring the quality management system principles, the 7 7 principles: customer focus, leadership, engagement of people, process approach, improvement, evidence-based decision making, and relationship management. We come to the results for the qualitative approach. Here we have the number of participants versus target, 17 out of 40, and this represents 42%. The leadership positions among those participants, only 24%, and non-leadership positions 76%. And the level of implementation was 2 out of 4. This is minimally implemented, and we are sure confidence of level, availability of the questionnaire is 96%, which is very, very high percentage. And this, as I said, lead us to think that the quality management system is strongly required in our projects. Now let's move to the other area, which is PMO results. The main results achieved by PMO and Tatweer could achieve very important results in short time. Though the suspension due to the political crisis following the uprising in 2011, and still the country is not stable. First result, we established document management system. Actually, this is an internal system, and its contents prepared by PMO, and enables this system enables us to manage and track the incoming and outgoing documents. And by using this system, we have the ability to list the overdue documents, approved documents, and documents categorized by disciplines. Moreover, by this system, we generate reference number for each document, and it's easy to track the documents. Second one, which is very, very important in our projects, which is producing quality manual for Tatweer projects. Quality manual, total quality manual is a process, high level map process, which is completed, and I'm going to send it as supporting documents. And the second component of the total quality management is the procedures. We completed so far 53%, and hopefully by July we finish the procedures, complete the whole procedures. And forms were produced from scratch in Excel and Word files, and we relied on our experience in the project management field. And I'm going to send you some samples of the forms. We are still continuing with the main results achieved. Quality policy statement signed by the CEO. We managed to convince the CEO with what PMO provides, and it was easy to get his commitment to instruct implementing the quality management system in our projects. Number 4, effective engagement of other departments in Tatweer projects. For me, this was the most success PMO has achieved, and as I stated, one-to-one meeting and taking their feedback to be considered in procedures establishment is the key in this. Number 5, PMO value was proved, and this was to overcome the lack of top management commitment, and this is a great achievement for PMO. And PMO value, one of the approaches which we did, I'm going to talk about it later, is that what we call PMO in radar. And here PMO starting to be the single point of truth, as all the project managers contacted PMO asking for help and advice. So we consider ourselves that the single point of truth in the company. We are still in PMO results area, but here we are talking, I'm talking about impact of PMO results. What are the impacts of these results? No doubt that the results achieved by PMO have a significant impact on the organizational project management maturity. First impact was the CO commitment gained. As I said previously, we managed to get his commitment. Project management culture enhanced among the project community. In order to enhance the project management culture, we conducted induction training first. This is the first approach. The second method or second approach, we are following approach called PMO in radar. PMO in radar, it's simple like this. We send a weekly email to all staff in Tatweer. And once you open or you preview the email, a poster comes out with a statement related to the project management office, PMO, and project management. For example, one of those statements: no charter, no project. This will bring the attraction and engrave it in memory of the project management community. The third impact was the success of projects increased by adapting and implementing procedures in quality management system, and this is clear. We have the fourth impact was documents were organized and easy to follow their status. It's approved, not yet approved, it's for information, by using document management system, which we built, and I talked about it previously in previous slides. And the number 5 was easy communications with the supportive departments in Tatweer, like legal, finance, HR, as they were effectively engaged since the inception of the project. As I said before, that we have a project charter, which is very, very important document, and we review, we meet with the supportive departments once the project charter is agreed, and before getting the approval of the owner and CEO, we meet together and we inform them that there's a project, this is the description of the project, this is the budget, estimated budget, this is the timeline, these are the main contracts may happen in the project, etc. And this will enable us to have an easy communications with legal, finance, HR, and of course this leads to success of the projects. Now let's move to the last area, which is PMO next step. What is our next step? In order to evolve PMO, we will talk about PMO evolution plan for the next 12 months. Actually, PMO in Tatweer has a long-term evolution plan that takes 3 years to be implemented. And let me say something. In the first 2 years, I considered it's 1 year because of the bad situation which we had faced it, and we still face some crisis. But I consider the 2 years is a 1 year. We started building the team, starting searching where are the findings, what are the findings. So it's it's one year. And in the future, in the next 12 months, we have second year and third year. Our objective in this plan is to address and focus on the 5 P's. 5 P's, I mean people, process, performance, promotion, PMIS, which is Project Management Information System. People, what people includes? Let's take the first P, PMO recruitment. In Tatweer, PMO started hiring the qualified staff. Some staff still not yet, still new, but they have the ability and they have the emotional to promote themselves. So we hired them. Second one is PMO training and certifications. We have a plan for training for our staff, and finally, this is the good news that one of our PMO has a degree in has a PMB certificate, and a few days ago he has got the risk management professional certificate. And in June, middle of June, another guy, the scheduler guy, he's going to London for PSP, planning and scheduling professional, and he's going to apply for the exam, and I'm sure he's getting. And another one, we have also the cost controller. He's going to take certified cost professional, CCP. We are planning to do this year. The third part of people is include teamwork, which I think we are doing good in this. Fourth one is the induction courses for the project community. We are doing induction courses for the project managers and the project and induction courses for the project community and the quality management system, how to use the procedures. The second P is the process. High-level process map for Tatweer projects. This is the first part of the quality manual, and this is finished. And as I said, I'm going to send it as a supporting document. Establishing quality management system for Tatweer projects, still ongoing. Pre and post assessment for the process. We have the pre-assessment. As I mentioned and presented in the previous slides, we had qualitative and quantitative approaches, and once we finish the quality management system, we are going to conduct post-assessment to see where we are now. Are we doing well or not? Number 4 is the auditing, which is doing for all Tatweer projects by submitting quality plan schedule to the project manager. Includes the auditing and where the areas that the quality assurance QA is going to audit. The third P is performance. Project reporting. We have weekly, monthly, and closing reports. We have project reporting. We have reporting procedures, and we distribute it to the all project managers, explain it to them, and we are producing the weekly and monthly and closing reports. We are struggling sometimes we are struggling that they don't submit it on time on the time. But at least we get these documents in place. Dashboard, this produced by myself actually. This dashboard is submitted to the CEO. It gives an overview about the whole projects of Tatweer. Honestly, I am producing this dashboard on Excel sheet with charts but I am still not yet satisfied. I'm going to improvement this dashboard. KPIs, key performance indicators for PMO, still we are thinking about it. Promotion. Project library. Project library that includes all Tatweer projects. Currently we have a spreadsheet. We still don't have this project library, this project list to be shared for all Tatweer staff. And we are thinking to do it on SharePoint. PMO value between two brackets, PMO and radar. This is one of the approaches, and we are proceeding in this. And I think we are doing good. Success stories, still we are going to think about it. And the fifth P, which is Project Management Information System, PMIS. This is for the next step. So for the year 2, which is the next 12 months, we have 4 areas to be covered. PMO training and certifications. We are ongoing and doing good in this. Completing quality management system and launching the quality manual. This is we are processing. Post-assessment for the process, and this is a part of continuous improvement. And as I said, this cannot be happened until we finish the quality management system and all procedures are in place, forms and all the departments, project team aware of the procedures, and then we can conduct the post-assessment. Number 4, which is the dashboard improvement. As I said, I have a dashboard in place, but needs some improvement. This is for the next 12 months. Furthermore, if we talk about the year 3, let me, if you excuse me to talk about it. We have PMO KPIs. We need to think about it. Still, I'm not thinking. Still, I'm looking for how to define the KPIs to be aligned with the company strategy. Project library. I think this is a very, very major one. Success stories as well, and project management information system. This is engraved in my mind, but it needs a lot to do it. Not now until the until we put the procedures, until we have written procedures, quality management system is effectively implemented in Tatweer. Then we think about project management information system. This is the end of the presentation. I hope I'm not too long, and sorry maybe for my language. It's not my tongue language, and hopefully to see you in London. Thank you very much.